Hello, Virgo. This is your 2023 guidance, insight, and predictions. I hope you're all doing well, and I hope you have all had a really great Christmas and New Year's. If you are listening to this after the event, and if before, I wish you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Now, 2023 is going to start off with a gift, I'm seeing, and for some of you, there may be some extra money come in, some funds being sorted out. I feel like communication is really good as well. Although you're going to be in Mercury retrograde for at least 12 days, I think, or no, 20 up to 22, I think. Can't remember when it goes direct again. Sorry for that. I'd have to check my charts because there's a lot of happenings going on. Mars will have gone direct during January, and then we've got the end of the Mercury retrograde, and then we'll come into a little bit of a nice little period where things start picking up, and then March things are kind of getting into full swing again, where there's a massive shift after 200 years, where Pluto makes a shift. This is going to change an awful lot because Saturn's going to be in a very friendly position to Neptune, and that means dreams can come true. So anything that you think is impossible right now, I would literally put to the top of your list and make it a big dream. Literally dream. You know, our dreams, when we have a massive dream or a fantasy, it often is an impossibility at the time. That's why we're dreaming about it. Otherwise, we'd be living it, wouldn't we? So really, make a big, I feel just before New Year's, make a list of all the things that you'd like to achieve, and something really big, even if it's you want a big fancy new car, or you want to be able to travel, or you want to be able to buy your own house, put it out there, or make a vision board in the early weeks of January, because I feel it will be heard later on and when you least expect. I'm getting eclipse time is going to be really important about that as well for you, Virgos. There's better communication, and I feel like you're going to be stronger or in a stronger position to communicate during 2023. I feel like if anybody does do work that is vocally orientated, maybe recording, radio, social media, that kind of thing, singing, performing, public speaking, anyone that has to use their voice for a living, I feel is going to do really well in 2023. And you'll be heard. You'll start feeling that, the strength of your words will be heard out there as well. And taken in and received and used well. And, the response is just great. That's what I'm getting. 6 months of high living, I'm being told, during 2023. And I am getting, tastes of what is to come over the next 10 years, little glimpses of financial worry changing. Okay, so if anybody is concerned about finance, I know a lot of people are, because obviously things have gone up recently, and lots of changes have happened, but I feel like things will kind of subside. Probably the last 6 months of the year, things will start kind of falling into place and settling down a bit. Now, there is a new pattern that will be formed during 2023, and I do see better balance, a sense of fulfillment, and again, travel, reaching for the stars, expansion, a feeling of wanting an adventure for many of you, wanting to get out of the doom and gloom, fed up with the same old routine and wanting to do just something different. Maybe some of you have only got a short time left, or you've only got a small period of time to do something before you have to go somewhere else, or you have to embark on some serious study. Maybe you've got a year out, and this would be a great time to see some sights. I'm seeing lots of photographs being taken. I'm seeing places like oriental places, Asia really kind of taking precedence as well, or people being drawn to that. Possibly the healing energy, Reiki's was from China, so maybe that is a reason, and there's just a feeling of wanting to get out and about and do things and just see something different, change things up. I feel that there hasn't been a choice for a while, or but I mean there hasn't, with the pandemic and everything. There was a lot of stuff to lockdown, but I think within people's small units, family units, even around friends, maybe there's been a lot of responsibility to carry. Maybe there's been some losses, and people have been dealing with probate, and everything's been a bit sluggish, and now suddenly it's like there may be more money in the pot and you can just kind of go and do some things. I'm seeing some of you sitting down, you know, Virgos, with your family and saying, right, this is what I think we should do. I think this year we need to make it about, you know, a year to remember and really live our lives and just take the chance, because we may never do it again. And that might be having a massive holiday, or going, you know, traveling somewhere, taking 6 months out and doing something different with as a family, and just, you know, connecting on that level. And I'm getting the sense, you know, that people have passed, and it's something, it's a wish, a dying wish from people saying, you know, at least live your life, go and take this money and do something fun with it, you know, do it while you can, because you may not have the chance later. It may be that somebody in your family is unwell, and again, you know, you don't know whether it's going to be a long-term thing or a short-term thing, and you just want to make the most of it. Or just the fact you just have an opportunity and you think, hey, you know what? I've got a little window here. I could just do this, and I could put study off for a year. I could put that job off. I could do, you know, I could do so much. Maybe I need to go out and find myself. There's definitely going to be a breakthrough of ideas, inspiration throughout 2023. And I feel like the mojo is definitely going to be back. There's going to be highlights in October and November for some of you, where you feel like you've adapted enough that you can try something new and you can take things to a new level. There seems to be lots of communication. I did talk about that before, a lot of strength in communication, but also written communication. Some changes will come, and especially around some relationships, bringing about much more balance. It is going to be a good idea to write things down. Just make sure when you do write things down, you're doing it from a higher vibrational sense, as in from your high consciousness, rather than just all emotionally led, unless you're not going to send it. I always say to people, read back what you've written to someone else and see how, you know, because the written word isn't as easily understood as the spoken word, or when you actually see somebody's face when they're speaking. There's going to be temptation around, so do be on your guard around June, July time, where, you know, there could be these fleeting romances coming in, or people that are a little bit fickle. I'm seeing, you know, holiday time, you know, meeting up, having a bit of fun, and then things not really, you know, maybe investing a lot into something that isn't really going to pan out. So just be aware of what's being offered. I'm getting a bit of a manipulative influence around that as well. Maybe people coming in who want you for something but not for everything, or what you want them to want you for. There's a lot of lessons being learnt around this, so this will be specifically for people who need to learn something about that, maybe to learn their own value, or to understand, you know, the balance of energy in things. It's really important to rank yourself high where value is concerned. Okay, take yourselves up to a different level and see yourself as the best you can be and as good as someone else. You know, it's so easy to compare ourselves to different people, and kind of put ourselves below it all the time, and remain humble. Yes, remain humble, but also see where you are stepping up a grade. There are new beginnings being shown here throughout the year, different pinpointers, and there could be stress that comes with it and challenges. That's actually a sign. So if you find yourself getting stressed out with something, or, you know, it's too much going on, too much responsibilities you're taking on or carrying, or just you're constantly being met with challenge, it's because something is breaking through, something new is coming in. But emotionally, I do see quite a lot of balance, and it seems to be quite an important number here is number 6, you know, which is things in order, things working smoothly. You know, it's the number of the heart, and being a 7 numerologically, you know, this is a time to kind of connect with your higher self, the highest love. Learning how to forgive, how to give back, but not so much so that you're taking from yourself. So I hope this has helped all of you tuning in. If you'd like a private reading, get on down to the website www.saraperry.me. There are 50% off readings up until the 6th of January if you are listening to this beforehand. And if you haven't done, and you do feel the need to, please like, share and subscribe. Have a great new year, and I will speak to you soon. Bye for now.